We're talking about the concept of a person struggling and finding it difficult to get the real truth of who he really is, to get down to the very bottom of his personality and try and do some self-examination in order to be able to improve himself. And we said that it's a great challenge because a person has a natural tendency constantly of shifting the blame onto others and trying to see himself as a person of great worth and not enabling the areas that need to be remedied to be part of him. He subconsciously pushes them away. So how does one achieve truth if that's the case? A person always has, there's always bribery around. Always we're personally bribed by our own desire to be upright and good and correct, and therefore we'll never be able to really penetrate to the very depth of our soul, to really get to the real ani. How does one achieve it? As always, the Parashat HaShavua, the Psukim, provide us with the answer. In the Parasha of Rabbi, the Pasuk says, Tzedek, Tzedek tirdof, righteousness, righteousness you should pursue. That's what the Pasuk says. Tzedek, Tzedek tirdof, v'yarashta et haaretz. What does that mean? The Pasuk says, it reads as follows. Tzedek, Tzedek tirdof, leman tichyeh, v'yarashta et haaretz. Pursue righteousness, pursue justice, rightnesses, leman tichyeh, in order that you should really live, v'yarashta et haaretz, and then you will inherit this land. What's the in-depth explanation? The great commentary of the Onkelos the Ger Onkelos was this amazing personality in the times of some 2,000 years ago, in the times of the Talmud, of the early days of the Talmud. Onkelos Hager, Onkelos was the convert, the proselyte. Onkelos was born into Roman aristocracy. And in a very fascinating story, now we won't go into the actual incident, but in a fascinating story, he found his way to the truth. He found his way, this man of great worth. He came from Roman, non-Jewish aristocracy, and he found his way, converted to Yiddishkeit, converted to Judaism, and became the famous Onkelos Hager. He's the prototype of the righteous Ger. He became a gigantic scholar, and he translated the whole Torah into the current language of Aramaic. And his words are holy. Every word of his is completely inspired by divine. Onkelos translates this pasuk, Tzedek, Tzedek tirdof, as kushta tirdof. Kushta means emet, truth. He translates the verse in such a manner that a man is obligated to pursue peace. Emet, truth, pursue it. Leman tichyeh v'yarashta et haaretz, in order that you should live. So Onkelos is saying that this pasuk is telling us you must pursue emet, you must pursue truth. Emet, tirdof. The question is asked by many, why does it say emet? Surely there's only one truth. Why are we told emet? If the perush of Onkelos, the way he explains this pasuk, you can understand tzedek, righteousness. There's another level of righteousness. Keep pursuing righteousness. But emet, once you get to the emet, that's it, you're at emet. Where's the another emet? Why does he say emet? So the answer was given by the Baal, this great Slonim Rebbe, the Nesivot Shalom. He gives the following answer. He says there are two types of emet. There is an emet which a person establishes with his mind. He has a harat hadat, his da'at, his mind, his seichel, his sense, his intellect comes to a realization that something is true. That's a great level of truth. He's now intellectually absolutely convinced that is the truth. But it's not enough. The pasuk says, no, kushta, there's another layer of emet you got to pursue. There's another level. And that second emet, the ultimate emet, is where not only is it intellectually sitting with us as truth, but it is actually penetrating in the heart. It penetrates every fiber of our being. That is the ultimate emet that we are trying to pursue. The emet of it's intellectually true, it's emet, it's an emet that you can prove, you can analyze it, you can bring proofs to it. That's one form of emet. But there's another emet that just sits inside our heart. We know it's emet. We just know it. We have that sense. That's a deep, inner, profound form of emet. When a person achieves this form of tzedek, emet, tirdof, he pursues it. He's pursuing the real depth of the emet. Leman tichyeh, then you will really live. You'll come alive. When you've completely integrated emet into yourself. Leman tichyeh v'yarashta et haaretz. He says all the artziut, all of the physicality around you will be in your hands. Nothing will stand in your way. You v'yarashta et haaretziut, you will inherit physicality that it will enable you to achieve everything. When a person has reached the real, deeper, most profound level of emet, then nothing stands in his way. Tzedek, tirdof, emet, pursue the emet till it's completely and totally integrated into your being. Then leman tichyeh, that's life.